There's already a dispute underway now between China and Indonesia because the Indonesian fishermen are furious that these massive they have fleets of thousands of fishing boats, which I believe are coordinated by the Chinese Navy, have moved into Indonesian waters, and Indonesia is caught in the same position. On the one hand, its government makes deals with China, and money is obviously exchanged, but its own people, and particularly the fishermen, are furious. So is this what's going on, that China's sort of trying to buy and bribe its way into essentially becoming the hegemon?
Yes, and there I think are several major issues at stake in the South China Sea. First of all, there's the issue of China sees as its territorial sovereignty. Okay, China is one of those empires that expands overland to contiguous territories. It did it in Tibet right after the 1949 revolution, when Red Army forces went in there, forced the Dalai Lama out of power, took over that territory. And they're doing it now through this maritime means in the South China Sea. So that's one issue. And it appeals very strongly to Chinese nationalism and gives the Chinese government, particularly the Communist Party, enormous legitimacy with the Chinese people. So for domestic reasons, they can't back away from this strongly nationalist position, and they're not going to. The Communist Party's hold on China, I think, may be more tenuous than we imagine. The next thing is military defenses. China has a massive military. They're expanding into cyberspace, aerospace, and maritime power. They're shifting their military forces from being a massive land army with over 1 million soldiers. They're discharging soldiers. They're drawing down the size of their land army, and they're shifting into these more technological domains of military conflict. And this is part of that extension. China's built its first aircraft carrier, and the Pentagon estimates that by 2030, China will go from one aircraft carrier, the Pentagon didn't say how many, but a couple of dozen, so that China will always have an aircraft carrier in the South China Sea and be the only power to do so.